Hello DIYers. Today we're doing an oil change on a 2009 Toyota Camry XLE with the 2.4-liter 2AZ FE inline 4. Here you'll see all the equipment, tools, and parts I used, including the right filter here because the one in the previous shot was wrong. I'll explain later. Here's the specifications on screen too, if that's all you need. Everything is in the description below, so save this video as an easy-to-use reference whenever you're doing an oil change. At just shy of 90,000 miles, this 15-year-old Camry is barely broken in, but has indeed hit its service interval. So let's pull the car into the garage and get things started. We'll also pop the hood using the lever located here in the driver's footwell. At the front of the car, right about dead center, there's a latch underneath the hood. Just push it up and the hood can be opened. This Camry also has hood struts, so the hood stays open by itself. Now we'll jack up the car. For this Camry, we only need to jack up the passenger side. The pinch weld serving as a jack point is located here. I'm using a 3-ton low-profile jack from Harbor Freight, but any jack will do. Just make sure you're placing your jack on this lift point. We're lifting this Camry higher than it needs to be so that I have enough room to film everything. I'm still putting a wheel chock on the driver's side just to be safe. We'll also put a jack stand on the subframe where the control arm knuckle is connecting. As I lower the jack down to put weight on the jack stand, we can leave the jack just slightly engaged to help provide backup safety. We'll do a quick check, and it looks like we're good to go. And up top, let's loosen the oil cap and pull out the dipstick too. This will allow the oil to drain faster. Back below, the location of the oil pan and drain bolt are here. And if we look a little bit towards the front of the oil pan, you'll see the oil filter up here. Now we're ready to drain the oil. The drain bolt needs a 14mm socket. I'm using my favorite 3/8 flex head ratchet from Gear Wrench. And for some reason, every time I tried to finish taking the bolt off my hand, it was still stuck pretty good. Let me know in the comments below if your Camry does the same thing. And with the bolt finally out, we'll let the oil drain for a couple minutes. Once it finishes draining, the old crush washer on the drain bolt is definitely on its last legs. I'm replacing it with a fresh crush washer, which is Toyota's recommendation on every oil change. They're only around $1 each and easy to keep a 10-pack of them around when you need it. Especially since now, you'll be changing your own oil with this video every time, right? Links below in the description if you want to know where to purchase this and everything else. Now with the bolt back in, the torque spec for the drain bolt is only 18 foot-pounds. It's definitely not a lot of torque, and if you're attempting to do this without a torque wrench, just snug up the bolt with only 2 fingers on the ratchet. With that done, we can move on to the filter. I'm super lucky here, and the last guy properly put on the filter hand tight, which means I can just spin it off with my hand. Otherwise, given the clearance here, a strap wrench and plier type oil wrench probably wouldn't fit well. You'll have to use a 64-65mm oil cap wrench. For spin-ons, I found that there's basically no way to do it without leaking oil everywhere. So just move quickly and expect to clean up. And like I said at the beginning, here's a shot of the proper filter. This Camry actually had the wrong size filter to begin with, which made me grab the wrong filter. The YZZF1 filter is definitely the right one for this 2AZ FE 4-cylinder, which is the non-hybrid engine, just to be super clear. If you have an OEM filter, the rubber gasket is already pre-lubed. If you're using an aftermarket filter, just make sure to dab a little bit of oil on the gasket before spinning it on. And just like the last guy, we're going to put the date of the oil change and the current mileage. We'll also only tighten it until it's snug and then just another quarter turn and no more than that. And we'll just do one final wipe down just to make sure we got all the spilled oil. Good to go. Now back up top, we can prep to fill the oil. My favorite part of old Toyotas is that a quart-sized bottle of Toyota oil can be used as a funnel. It actually screws right into the valve cover, which makes pouring a breeze. For the oil today, I'm using Kirkland's full synthetic 0W20 weight oil. This Costco brand of oil is ILSAC GF6A approved, which is a newer and higher standard than what a 2009 Toyota Camry requires. The engine needs 4.5 quarts of oil. Let's first put 4 quarts in so that we can lower the car and accurately measure the last half quart. Once the car is lowered, we'll start the car, let it idle for about a minute, then shut down so we can have the oil settle back into the oil pan. Now we can check the oil. And it looks like we're right on the money. The dipstick shows the oil levels in the middle between the min and max line, which typically represents about 1 full quart of oil. So halfway up means we're a half quart short. So let's pour that last half quart in, and once that settles, we'll check the dipstick one final time. And now the only thing left to do is reset the oil reminder inside the car. You do that by putting the key to the car in the key on, engine off position. Then you make sure you're on trip A. Once you're on trip A, you hold down the reset button. Then, turn the key off and immediately back on. If you do everything correctly, you'll see reset mode written on the screen and a countdown with 5 blocks, which will say complete when it finishes. After that, the reminder warning is gone and you're good to go until the next oil change, or 5,000 miles if you want to play it safe. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this guide on how to change your oil in a 2009 Toyota Camry with the non-hybrid 2.4-liter engine. If you like what you saw and you think this video was helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, or even sharing with your fellow Camry drivers. Every button push helps convince the YouTube algorithm bot lords that my videos are worth recommending to others. I'm Alan, and this is Metaloop. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.